Today's music, plain and simple, should not be called music. It is nothing but garbage. It is brainwashing our children. It is creating a society of gangsters and drug addicts and people who disrespect women and, do drugs of all kinds, and wearing their pants way down low, their ass hanging out. So yes, I'm not going to label a specific genre. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and say, oh, it's all rap music, because I'm noticing that as the years go on, that more and more genres of music are picking this up, and it's a shame because the shit's garbage. It has no story behind it. There's no meaning. The only meaning I can get out of it is 3 basic words: sex, drugs, and bitches. That's pretty much it for every single song. There's no creativity. There's no talent. Not to mention, half the songs these days that I hear, I don't even listen to the radio anymore because it's almost on every station. You can't get rid of it. It's always gonna be there. And I don't think that I don't see an end to this. I'm not even going to call it music, this sound, because more and more people are picking it up now, and it's just growing and growing, and it's been growing for years, and I can't see an end to it. Back in, the early 90s, mid 90s, I'm guessing the people said the same thing about rock music. I don't see an end to this. It's so strong. Well, I mean, yeah, it's still around, but more or less you're hearing, this sound that I'm talking about. And it's just over flooding the media. And, I just don't see how there's talent in a quote unquote band or artist who, half the time doesn't use instruments, okay? Because it usually takes talent to play an instrument, even if it's a little bit of talent. And B, nothing is, it's not their voice. Half the time they're talking or singing through a computer, and the computer is altering and changing their sound. I mean, look at, what is his name? T-Pain, or whatever his name is. He's not original. I bet his voice isn't even that great. Yet he is a millionaire because he can auto-tune his voice. It's not hard to auto-tune your voice. And, all his stuff sounds like he's a god or something. I don't know. But what I'm getting at is that, I just feel like people have lost their sense of what music is. And I know there's a lot of cool people out there that, remember the bands of the 90s and the 80s, 70s, 60s, and so on and so forth. But, we're now in an era where what we deem as music is all computerized. It's all computerized, and it's all talking about those same 3 factors in every single song. Half the time, they don't talk about anything else. I mean, granted, there are certain songs that are good, where they might have a positive message. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just talking about the ones that just seem to be all sex, drugs, alcohol, violence. That's all I hear in every song. It's they just word it differently, and by they I mean everybody that just wants to sing about that trash. So, I know I don't stand alone when I say that, that I remember good music when it was music. There's these things called bands, and they could play instruments, and usually the lead singer had some kind of vocal talent. Nowadays, you might as well just pop a computer screen on someone's head, and they could sing through that. And that's about it, because a lot of times they don't even have any bands. It's just solo artists. And it's just, the kids just eat it up. They just eat it up and make these people rich, and it's never going to end. I don't see an end to it. So let me know your thoughts on the music industry today. All I got to say is MTV of today. Okay, I know a lot of people, you remember the old MTV when they actually played music videos, when they were music television. Basically MTV today, and how they cater to, this shit that society is calling good music. So leave your thoughts below, people. I'm not going to try to use big words. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat anything. I just want to talk. And, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with everything I'm saying on these podcasts. But, anywhere you go in life, it doesn't matter who you are or what you think, people are going to hate you. People are going to disagree with you. And I can respect that. I just expect just a little bit of respect, because respect's everything these days. If you disrespect me, then you're not going to get no respect back. Everyone has a right to leave their opinion. Just have respect. Don't try to start a fight or anything, because I'm not going to fight with you over the internet. So, thanks for listening. And, if you have any thoughts on the music industry today, or what you think, what do you consider music or talent? Do you consider rap music talent, or do you consider, rock and roll music talent? Just leave your thoughts below, and once again, thanks for listening.